Hey everyone, this is Sunday, May 24th. Oh, there's Beth. Um, so I know a lot of people are probably busy with the long weekend, so it's a small group we have. This is being recorded. Um, so I just wanted to kind of go over a few things real quick before we dive in and get started with Rachel. Our free challenge ended today that we had going on as a group. Beth and Jenna and I kind of took charge and organized that and ran it. But today was the last day. So we have to give shakes to the two people. Did you see anyone else, Beth? I only saw two people actually did that post and tagged. I saw Jenna had one and I had one.
Yeah, I didn't have any.
Yeah. It was not as popular as I was hoping it was going to be, but your girl, she looks great. Your girl who posted.
Yeah, which is okay. I mean, I've been working on this girl for a while, but she's been in a couple of my clean challenges, and I've been trying to message her along the way. She never responds to me, never, does anything, and then she pops up and she looks like she lost 10, 15 pounds.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. But
yeah. Awesome.
I've been trying to connect with her the whole time, and she hasn't.
That's odd. Well, she's kind of following along still, and even though she said she didn't do the specific plan, but she's still, hey Jenna, she still followed it kind of and ate clean and saw results. So hopefully, seeing some kind of results will kind of maybe get her to talk to you more, or more participation.
Yeah.
So that's good at least. Jenna, I was saying to them, did you notice anyone else that tagged you? I saw you had one guy and I had one girl. We didn't give them both a sample because they're the only two that did it.
I actually had another one, but I know both of them really well, so I'll just give both of them one because I think it'll benefit me anyway.
Yeah, all right. I'm going to give, so if you take care of them, I'll give a sample to my girl who tagged me. Yep. I didn't go as well as I was hoping, but for the participation we had, it kind of dwindled down, I feel closer to the end, but maybe I'll make a post tonight to wrap up the group and tell people to post results tomorrow, weigh themselves first thing in the morning, and that fun stuff. So if you guys have any wrap up comments or tips or whatever, feel free to post them.
I think I did post something this morning about giving the results to whoever invited tomorrow.
Okay, I didn't see that, so I'll look, and then maybe I'll just reiterate it or post something.
Yeah.
Because if I didn't see it, maybe other people didn't, and it won't hurt to post it again.
Yeah, it might have been just super early this morning because we're up all hours of the night. So
yeah. So then I also just want to recognize some people for Success Club. We have 1 week left, so if you haven't hit Success Club yet, Success Club 5, strive for it. It's 3 people. Try to help 3 people and get those 5 points. So Jenna has 8, Beth has 5, Lindsay has 10, Tori has 8, and then we have a couple people that are sitting close. Is it Brenna? Is that how you say it, Jenna? Did I say that right?
Brenna,
okay.
Brenna
has 2, and Rachel has 1, and Amber has 4. So you guys that are real close, try to go out and help 2 more people, 1 more person. Amber, just, dive in hard this week. It's 7 days left, so you can do it. There's lots of good stuff, specials this month. So, yeah, and then I should be able to find out what is for next month, hopefully around the 28th or something, a couple days early. And as soon as I know that, I'll post it. You'll see probably Melissa or Lauren post it too. So, yeah. And so Rachel is here. Well, does anyone have any questions or comments, concerns, how things are going? All right. Rachel is going to talk to us about, she's one of our newer coaches. It's been I don't know, a month and a half maybe. So we were friends in college and then recently reconnected. She's been doing T25 and drinking Shakeology. And she she was really hesitant about groups, like when she first started, even like being put in one. But now she's like kicking butt at this free group, and she has all this participation. And, you know, like she did a Flex Friday and had like everyone in her group post a picture. And when I tried to do it, like our group got crickets. So she's going to just talk about like some of her ideas and where she's going with this and getting participation and yeah, all that. So I'll let you take it away.
Hey, hi guys. So basically, like what Alyssa said, I'm new. I just kind of dove in with the 7-day clean eating. I was nervous, of course, but obviously I just dove in and went, 100% in it. And I had some pretty good participation. And then from that, I just asked who wanted to do like an additional group with motivation and clean eating recipes and Shakeology and any other Beachbody groups, and a bunch of people were interested. So I just created a group called Fuel, Find Your Fuel, and my goal for that was just to get people motivated, just to like get the first step down of doing, one workout every day. And from that, I just, personally for me, I post like T25 because I do it every day. So I make sure that I'm saying what I'm doing. I post my Shakeology every day. I just make sure that I'm like showing everyone exactly what I'm doing without kind of selling anything. I want them to pretty much like trust me and just be involved in the group without having to be like, oh my gosh, she's trying to sell me something, So it's been like pretty successful, and I'll have people like invite their friends or any family members or husbands or wives or anything. So that's been really awesome. Some of the things we do in the group, like Alyssa said, is Flex Day Friday, which we had a lot of participation in. And what I do to like get people to participate is I'll get like my husband and a couple people at his work and people that I like, my close friends or my sisters, to post in it. And it's kind of like a snowball effect. I think that's how I've gotten so much participation, and I just throw it out there and tell them like, don't be shy. This is fun. Like this is supposed to be a group that's motivating, and I'm not where I want to be. You might not be where you want to be, but that's okay. Like just have fun with this group. And everyone's pretty, receptive to that. I'll also, so the other day we did like drink 100 ounces of water in the day, and everyone was showing their water bottles and really involved in that. That was awesome. We do like birthday challenges, like mini challenges. If it's their birthday, I'll just have them do something. For example, one of my friends has a longboard that he just got. So I said, on your birthday, like go out for an hour and longboard and just like check back in and let me know that you did it. So they're not even like necessarily Beachbody programs or anything like that. It's just any type of exercise. We'll throw like clean recipes on there, clean eating recipes. Alyssa just gave me the grilling 7-day recipe, and so I posted that for everyone. Let me see what else. I'll do like motivational pictures that I find on Pinterest, just to get everyone going. I eat oatmeal and banana every morning, so I always post that. It's like the simplest breakfast. Posting that might get someone who goes through McDonald's or goes to Dunkin' Donuts or something, it'll get them to think like, just make this quick at home or at work real quick. That's a good breakfast. Selling point, like going back to that, I mean, obviously the goal is to hit Success Club. I haven't gotten there yet. But in the process of that, I feel like I'm building I'm building everyone to participate more, to buy Shakeology. So like the other day I bought the sample pack, and I posted a picture of the sample pack and how excited I was to try the flavors. And I said, this was the best $30 I ever spent. And from that, I think I've had 5 people buy sample packs. And even though sample packs, isn't necessarily what I want to be selling, after a week of someone trying it, it really gets them interested and motivated to buy the monthly package. So, even if I don't hit it this month, next month, I feel like I'll have at least 4 or 5 customers that bought Shakeology because of the sample pack from that one picture that I posted. So let me see what else here. I mean, that's pretty much it. That's like the bulk of what I did for the group. I just keep it really simple and fun, and I try and post on it a couple times a day, and get other people involved, and get my family and friends especially involved, and just go for it. I mean, I just put it all out there, and I get ideas from Instagram, from people on Instagram who who motivate me. I'll kind of look at their, site and just try and get any ideas that I can. Anything fun and new that keeps people engaged, that's pretty much my goal for the group. So.
I think you made a good point the other day when we talked about how, like trying not to be salesy when you come off salesy and say like, ask me about this, or how, like buy the, you can get this, whatever you posted, like you notice not so much, feedback from that. Oh, excuse me. So, like just try and keep it more, you're trying to show people what you're doing and get them to trust you, and they are, buying into it that way versus, say, this is on sale, buy this, or, whatever. You're leading by example.
Right. I did one post where I said, like, I don't even remember what it was, but I said buy something or get yours, whatever. And I regretted it instantly because people weren't really interested in it. But if I just, like I said, show what I'm doing and what things are, options that you could get, or for how cheap things were. Sample pack is like, to me, the sample pack is like the golden ticket to get people to buy Shakeology for a month, because it's a lot easier to commit to a 30-day sample pack than it is for $130,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I forget what else. Oh, she has a little daughter, and she makes great posts too about like taking her like out for a walk and then or a run and like doing some exercises in between, and like putting the camera behind her daughter, and so you see her in the back of her head watching her work out, and just to really get other people, like you do with Tot Thursday, Beth, like really get other moms to relate to you, and show that you can work out and have them in the same room. Or like she posted a picture of her office for the day with her little girl on a swing, and said, this is what I get to do for work, is look at my daughter and do stuff and help other people. So I think there were some great pieces in there that she talked about, like if other people in your group, like if your sisters or brother, or Brian's in my group, I got to work on him to be more involved. But like Rachel's husband's always posting stuff and really helping her out. So I think that's a big help if you can get your spouse on board, especially because most of our groups are female based for the majority. To get a guy to show that they're doing it. I think we all might have just a handful of guys, but it would maybe encourage them to be more present in the group. Did you do your all guy group this month, Jenna?
It was last month. I ended up doing an email. Mm-hmm. They all worked together in the school that I used to work at, and I did a big email group. They didn't want to do the Facebook thing, and some of them didn't have it, but it went really well. I never got any clients out of it, but I still have all their info, so I plan to keep up with them. And I had one person who really liked the Shakeology, but it was insane because it was 10 days and they lost 10 pounds, 14 pounds, 8 pounds. And I'm like, when you're dealing with women, it's like, oh, I lost 1 or 2. And so that was really cool to see that. And they all drank the whole one weekend and they still lost that weight. But
oh, I hate that.
So that was actually a pretty cool group, but you definitely I had to do it very differently. They aren't going to do Flex Friday and stuff for me. So.
Yeah. Well, I think that's, I encourage everyone to kind of get back to the accountability group. We just did our free one for 3 weeks this month. And I'll be the first to admit I was really bad about doing that since becoming a coach. This is my second one that I've done. I did the one when I first started, and then this one. I did one in December too. But I feel like if we can get better at just doing those, because Beth was saying earlier, and her girl who's not talked to her and avoided her messages, but somehow had these amazing results. And she was like quietly lurking and participating, even though she wasn't active in the group. You still don't know who you could be reaching. And free groups are hard because I feel like they can go either way. They're like, you get so many people because it's free and they want to do it. But then it's crickets sometimes too, because when they're not investing money or anything in it, it's hard to like get them to follow through and participate. But I think if we could, maybe get, even if it's every other month, or try to, maybe when our new coaches, I don't know about that. I was gonna say when our new coaches run groups, help and do it with them and bring people in, but that might be overwhelming for them. But yeah, so if anyone has ideas, or like maybe do these big, not necessarily 3 weeks, but like a week and a half, or like 10-day free clean eating challenges as a big team or something, just once a month.
I was just going to say that I think us doing this all together really was great. I have to apologize because I definitely wasn't as active in it as like I should be. And I know like Beth was posting like crazy, and I was like, oh, thank God I have her, because I felt like I was totally depending on her all the time. But I definitely think it was helpful because like I noticed, some of my people would post some weeks, but then they wouldn't, and then they'd come back. But then it seemed like, some of Beth's people or your people were posting. So it was always active and it was always going. Mm-hmm. When like, if a lot of times I do Shakeology groups every month. My last month was so bad. It was like horrible. The group was dead the entire time. So I think maybe if we like start doing some of these groups together, and that's what I've been doing with my new coaches. Like I've been having them group together, and we've been doing, most of ours together, just because instead of having, a shake group or a free group with 6-7 people in it, why not, group 15-20 together? I think you're going to have less crickets then. And that's what I keep doing with my 21-day group. It's been going for at least 3-4 months now, and we're up to like 70 people, but it's never dead. It's always going. And mm-hmm. I don't know if you guys are okay with it, I would definitely do more groups together.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. I think the 3 weeks was a little long. I had like people die off. They kind of came back, but most of them kind of died off. They were always like gung-ho like the first week, and then kind of like, but yeah, I would definitely be up for it, because I like it, because like some days, like weekends are so hard for me with like, because that's my only time I really see my husband, because I work at night. So it's kind of nice to be able to be like, hey, I'm going away, or especially with the summer, I'm off, so that was helpful.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that reminds me too, I guess, with Summit coming up, I know, Jenna, I'm not sure if you can ask one of your coaches to help like run your 21-day group, since I'm sure Summit will be in the middle of it. So Beth, I guess we can talk later, but maybe, that week, or it's really just like 3 or 4 days, maybe we can talk about how we're going to take care of our group and cover it. Cause
that's no problem. As long as I know ahead of time, it's like,
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Just a thought that popped into my mind while we're doing this. But, so maybe June's like next week. Does anyone have Shakeology challenges? Beth, you do.
Yeah, I have a Shakeology challenge starting June 8th, which if anyone wants to join that, because I'm kind of struggling getting participation. I think I have like maybe 3 people. And I have like tons of vegan shakes, like strawberry and chocolate. So if you need anything, like I literally have 3 boxes. Like it's no lie. So, if you have even like 1 or 2 people and you're like, they were thinking about, having Shakeology, this kind of goes for everyone. I'm perfectly fine for me just like sending it out, and then they can join the group, because I know it's sometimes like a struggle to get like 7 people. And I have a clean eating challenge. I said June 28th, I believe. I think it's the 28th. I have to look at my calendar.
And did you send the shakes to that girl who won the last like Shakeology challenge?
Yes.
Okay. Awesome.
Yes. Who was it? Yeah, because it was, I knew who it was. Amanda.
Yeah.
Diane's sister, yeah.
That's what I was going to suggest to you, Rachel, too, because you were saying how good the sample packs went. The next thing for you to try, since you did your free clean eating group, would be a Shakeology challenge. And that's all templated out on the Fit Force website, and we can talk about that more in private too, and have a little meeting and talk about it. But
yeah, like Rachel, if you want to join mine, that's perfectly fine. Because I mean, like if you have someone who's like raring to go, because that's in like 2 weeks.
Okay. Awesome.
You can get, have people buy the sampler, and that way you don't have to deal with mailing shakes, ordering shakes, or anything like that. Just tell them to log onto your site and buy it, or buy the shakes yourself and have people PayPal you, but you're fronting that money,
Okay.
So you're going to get stuck with 3 things of shakes.
Yeah. Yeah. You will. What?
With the Shakeology challenge, like all my customers who are drinking Shakeology, drink it every day anyway. So with the challenge, is it just for newer people who are interested and want to try it, and then you do a week with the sampler? That's the whole. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's clean eating recipes with it too? I haven't looked at it yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like breakfast there's 6 meals, lunch there's 6 meals, and dinner there's 6, and it's like choose from, and then there's snacks, and they get to choose what meals they want to eat, and they just replace one a day with a shake.
Okay, awesome.
I found success in 5 days just because people seem to peter out on the weekends, and you'll see them not getting as good results. And also, like, for 5 shakes, it's like $25. If you happen to do it yourself, it's only $25. I don't know. Sometimes people will say no. When I first started trying to do 7-day, they're like, $35 is too expensive. Well, it's like $25. It was like, I don't know. That seems to be working.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and I only did, I don't know if you guys, Jenna or Beth, have ran one trying to use the sampler, because I did once, and I only had like 3 people or something do it. I felt like having them go buy it themselves, they were like less inclined to do it than if they were like, all right, sign me up, I'll pay you. So like, I feel like if you might have better luck if you kind of front the shakes, and you'll use them, eventually. So.
Yeah, I've done 5 or 6, and I seem to do really well, and people just have to give me money, just because I'm doing all the work, and they're just kind of getting them. Yeah. So I find that works out the best, and I have to agree with Beth. Sometimes the 5-day ones definitely are better because, like she said, it's $25, so people are more inclined to just do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm definitely interested in maybe joining that June 8th one. Yeah. It's up to you guys, but I was just thinking, what if we just post like the next step in our accountability group? The next step is we have another 7 days of, the Shakeology, and who wants to join that, and like make a whole post about it, and, everything we're offering. Cause I have a feeling there probably is quite a few people interested that, that don't know about it yet. And I did inbox quite a few of mine that I think are going to be interested, and they were all like, yeah, that's probably something I do, but at least this way we could lay it all out for them and then see who wants to jump on it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Plus, we can look back at all the people that participated in that Shakeology thing, even though it was like the same couple people, I feel like trying to just compete with themselves, like the other people. But, then who's really interested. It's just a matter of, are they interested enough to want to spend $25 on it?
I had probably 5 or 6 people who said, I'm on it. I don't want to post. I don't want to say anything, but I'm looking at everything. And, I just text them or inbox them constantly. And they always, like, I'll see them or they'll text me and say, yo, that was a really neat post, or this or that. So there are probably a lot of people in this group that we don't realize really are looking at it. It's just a lot of older people that I have in it that just don't want to post, or it's not their thing. But I definitely think they'll do the shakes.
Is yours going to be a 5-day thing, Beth, Monday through Friday?
Yes. Oh, and yeah, it has to be that way because I already told someone to ship them out. So,
okay. Yeah. I might try to get a few people to do it. I don't have shakes right now, so I'll probably just have to tell people to buy the sampler and have an extra shake, if they, just to make it easier. I ordered a box of samples, but they probably won't be here in time for me to mail them out then.
I mean, and like I said, I can send them out too, because I have like tons of leftovers. So, you know, we can do whatever. Like if they want to mail you a check, and I'll just send you a PayPal invoice or whatever you want to do.
Okay.
I'm perfectly fine with just mailing them out if you want me to, because I have funds. I have, like I said, a lot of vegan chocolate and strawberry. I only have maybe 10 shakes of regular chocolate.
Okay. Do you have any regular vanilla or strawberry?
No, I don't have regular vanilla or strawberry, no.
Okay.
So depending on what they want. So yeah, just a lot of vegan chocolate, a lot of vegan strawberry, and maybe like 10 regular chocolate. And that's it.
Okay. Yeah, maybe so you can, depending on how many people, you know, we get or you already have, you know, I might just have them order it themselves so you don't have to deal with it, and then they can try like all of them. Or I mean, because I just don't think the vegan ones, if I want to try and sell someone on it, like the vegan is not way to go.
I mean, I had a bunch of them because for some reason I got like tons of people. Okay, and especially I mean, Rachel, you're probably know this, in the mothers groups, the big thing is like that when you're breastfeeding you can't have dairy. So I hear, so now everyone's on that. So that's kind of why I got stuck with so many, because I had so many people doing the vegan thing.
Did your doctor tell you that, or?
No, I'm not doing it. I don't like it, but it seems like whenever a baby has acid reflux, they tell you to cut out dairy.
You know what's so funny, though, to add to that? I have a friend who, their baby was so fussy, and she started drinking Shakeology, regular Shakeology, and the baby, like, stopped being colicky. So, I mean, I know everyone's different, and people will do what, you know, what they want to do, but, I mean, I've heard, like, kind of both sides of the fence, I guess you could say, with the Shakeology. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I mean, they didn't try it at all. It's just, like, this new, I don't know. It just seems like it's running rampant, so I don't even know if it's true.
New fad.
Jenna and I are just over here like, don't get it.
Yeah, no. I was going to say, though, I just recently discovered vegan chocolate, and I'm, like, obsessed with it to no end. I just switched all mine. So, Beth, if for some reason you're having trouble getting rid of it, I could always buy it off of you if you want, or I can buy you a box of regular or something.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I just, like I said, because I did that garage sale, and I'm like, oh, I need to stock up, and then it just, like, went through.
Yeah, you can let me know if for some reason you want to get rid of it. That
Okay.
I'd buy it off of you if you want, because I love it. So
Okay, yeah, no problem. I mean, I run these shake challenges every month, so I'm not, like, that worried. You know, it doesn't expire until, like, February of 2016, so I'm sure I can.
Yeah.
I was hoping you were going to say you recently discovered you were pregnant, but
No.
Not
for a long time.
And Jenna is coming to Summit. She just bought her ticket, so
I think Tori's booking tomorrow, by the way, just to let you know.
That's so exciting. So yeah, lots of exciting things coming up. So let me write down that. So Beth, your thing is June 8th.
And then the clean eating I already have scheduled starting the 29th.
Okay.
If anyone wants to join that. Because I kind of feel like I need to stagger them, because I keep getting people, like, if I hit Success Club early in the month, I kind of need to, like, something to jumpstart it for the next month. I'm kind of running into that, like, now, like, I might have, like, extra people now, but I have, like, nothing in line for, like, to make them buy next month. So I found that to be kind of, to do it like a couple weeks apart. So
I was going to say, Beth, do you have your own health and wellness page?
yes.
Okay.
I just started it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I just did mine at the end of last month or beginning of this month, but I have started to, like, really post on it, and I'm now starting to get messages on it from, like, people that are friends of friends of friends. So I was just going to tell you that I just, like, you know, I was so scared to do that for a while, but.
Okay, yeah, because I literally, like, I'm not telling. I mean, I might have created it, like, maybe 2 weeks ago, but I only just started posting on it.
Did you invite, like, all of your friends on Facebook?
Yes, and I did. I got, like, 50 or 60. I haven't invited them all yet, but, you know, it's starting, I guess.
Yeah.
I feel like one mistake I made, or I could have done better, is when I started, like, you know, as people like it or something, like, maybe just shoot them a message and say, like, hey, thanks for liking my page. You know, if there's anything I can do to help you, or specifically you want to learn, just say something like, I really appreciate you following or liking my page, because I didn't do that, and I kind of regret it. But I was like just so excited to do it when I first started. I made mine like super early, and it was a mistake I made. So
that's a good idea. Actually, I just posted this on Lauren's page, and she kind of had mixed feelings on it. But have you boosted any of your posts, Alyssa?
I have not. I've seen a girl who in Nashville who's a coach. She boosted a Transformation Tuesday, but then I saw it on like Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Like, I don't know how long you boost them for, how it works, but I mean, it kept popping.
It depends how much you pay it. Like, you could pay so much and it'll boost it for like so long, and the more I don't know. But I was just curious if it's worth it or.
I mean, I kept seeing it. I could ask her how she felt it went for her, but I did have seen Lauren say don't do it, and I'm not sure really why. Like, Charlene Johnson says not to. It's not.
Lauren said she does do it, so like she said, Charlene says not to, but I do. So I don't know. I didn't know if it was worth it. Like, it's not that I want people to see it who already see it more. I want people outside to see it. So I don't know if that's what the boost does or not. Like, I want friends of friends to see it, but
I think that's what it does, is helps reach friends of friends, people that wouldn't necessarily see it. But, I would maybe try it with, like, if you think you have something that's really good, like a great recipe, a great transformation, or like a help wanted ad or something, maybe that's worth just trying it out with like the minimum amount that you pay, just to see like what happens with it. I like to share things too, like from my help. I don't try to do it all the time, but if there's like something that I don't know, I like or whatever, I think more people will see, like, because then you can also see on your like page how many people have seen something, so you can get an idea of like what reaches more people and what doesn't. So I'll share it so I can kind of see maybe how many people see it on my personal page. I try not to do it too often, but
it's really helpful. Because I thought no one was watching those Tot Thursday, which I've just been doing, and like I checked my like page and it was like 900 views, which I don't even know how that gets there, but I was almost going to give them up because I'm like, no one's watching them. So
maybe try tagging, like if you have friends too, like that, either, I guess none of your coaches are moms, but like if you have friends that are in some of the groups, or you just know someone who might benefit from it, tag them in it too, because sometimes I'll tag my mom and Brian. They're just like automatic tags in like everything I do to help reach more people. Because I've, met some people through Brian that they, like Megan Heath is one of my coaches, and she saw a post I tagged Brian in and reached out to me. So, you just never know who might not see something this time, but might the next time, by tagging, your husband if they work out with you, or our coach, or your mom, or someone else. But yeah. Does anyone have anything else? I guess Melissa is working on the schedule for like our June Zoom calls. I imagine it's probably gonna be something similar, like every other week, wind down Wednesday and like a Saturday morning or a Sunday night. So hopefully that works for a lot of people. I'm quitting my job in 2 weeks, so I'll be more free and be able to do Wednesday ones. And it's super exciting and scary, but now I'll have more time to do this. Like, an hour was enough between working out and getting ready for work and going to my full-time job. It was enough in the beginning, but now I'm like, I have messages coming in like all times of the day, and I hate not getting back to people, and it just gets too crazy. So hopefully I'll be able to help you guys more, and help our downline more, and help reach more people. So you'll be there too, Jenna. We only got a couple minutes left, but does anyone have anything else?
Sorry. Keep looking over.
I was just going to say, we'll make a post, unless one of you guys has like a good post or something already made up about like to put in our free group. Do you want to join it? I can make it, unless someone else already has something made. I'll just throw out the idea. That's the next step. And I'll put that out there tonight and tell people to check in, because I feel like if I do it tonight, it'll be better than doing it tomorrow sometime with the holiday. So.
I have 2 questions. Number 1, so for your like pages, do you put ads on your like pages? Not like ads, but like, like, hey, my Shakeology group, or you just keep it like to straight fitness?
I do both. I do more, I guess I try to, like, when I do an ad or something about a group, like, I'll put it on my like page and share that to my personal page. That's how I do it. But I try to keep it more like tips or my meals or workouts or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I only have like usually like 1 or 2 ads a week in general. I just didn't know if you didn't do it at all.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to do like a coaching because we have that coach group starting Tuesday.
Oh, I was going to say that. Melissa's running that.
Wait, so that kind of rolls into my next question, where I know Lauren had mentioned before that she has like a Fit For schedule, that she like posts, has everything planned out months ahead of time, like for the entire summer. And I cannot find it for the life of me, because like, I mean, I read her top things, but that's not enough time for me to promote. So like, I just found out, Thursday that there's a coach group. Tuesday, when I've been like 2 weeks ago, I was like, where's the schedule? When's the next coach group? Blah, blah, blah. So is like that anywhere?
I know in her tips from the top about organizing her month, when it was her week to talk, her video did mention something like, the first Tuesday I do this, the first Monday I do this, and it's not like a specific date. I have to try and find, I haven't seen like specific dates other than like when she posts a week at a time in the cover photo.
Yeah, I thought in that video she had mentioned like she has like all of summer planned out already.
Has anyone
so that she can tell someone like a date whenever, and she like was like, it's somewhere, and like I couldn't find it.
Yeah, that's why. So if we get kicked off here in a minute, I can post another Zoom and we can just wrap it up if anyone wants to hop on just to wrap up. But I haven't seen that, and that's why I kind of find it hard to like go off of her schedule. Like, I know she wants us all on the same schedule, but I just feel like I don't know what her, her plans are. So it's just hard, and we just kind of do our own thing as a team. And as long as we're doing those, like a monthly glance into coaching, a monthly, Shakeology or free group, and our monthly big challenge groups, we're still on the right track. But
yeah, I mean, that would be helpful, like for all of us, just to kind of to plan it out like ahead of time, like, because it is kind of easier just to do, groups with more than one person.
Mm-hmm.
And the same thing with the at a glance, like I, felt like, some of them are a little bit, when people get involved, I feel like people pay more attention.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we could, if we want to do stuff together in groups or something, we could assign like success partners or something to work with. Whether that's, let's say, like me and you, or we could, take maybe with newer coaches. So like I could go with Rachel, and Beth, you could go with, and if you got a coach under you, go with them. Someone that's working the business, Jenna, take one of your people, kind of pair people who are newer that have been here a little longer, and just kind of make success partners, or even